Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am sharing 5 different items that I consider are truly essential when it comes to raising a baby. We are new parents, so these 5 items have just really helped us out, and these are things that we use constantly, if not on an everyday basis. Just as a reminder, our daughter is 8 months old. She's actually turning 9 months old tomorrow. So, well, it'll be today by the time I'm posting this. So she's turning 9 months today. Yeah, so this is just another mama related video for all you moms out there that are kind of still trying to figure it out like us as new parents. It's going to be more of a series. So these are just 5 things that we're using now. I already have a few things in mind that I'm not including in this video, but I will definitely be including in the next go around. And then of course, as she gets older, she's gonna have different needs. We're gonna be picking up different items and developing new tricks that will just, help us get through the day raising our baby girl. So other than that, let's just get to it. Okay, so the first item I highly suggest you need unless you're unless you're breastfeeding, then I guess it doesn't apply to you, but I am exclusively pumping, so we bottle feed our baby. You will definitely need a portable bottle warmer. But here's the thing. So we didn't actually buy a portable bottle warmer. We use our NutriBullet thermos. So we found out really early on, one of the first times we took her out, we went on a bye-bye baby run, and she was starting to get fussy. I think she was maybe 6 weeks, 2 months old. Not really, I can't really recall. But she was getting really fussy, and we didn't have a portable bottle warmer, but we wanted to feed her. But luckily, since it was bye-bye baby and it was a baby-related store, there was like a little lounge with a bottle warmer in it. And Daniel went in there and put the bottle in there, but he told me that it was taking forever and a day to warm up the bottle, and she was getting, crankier and crankier, starting to scream. So he looked up different portable bottle warmers online, and then he was like, those are all pretty much just thermoses. Like, it works the exact same way. And we had this already on hand. For some reason, Daniel only likes the clear ones. So this one was always just in the cabinet, not being used. So it was perfect. And this was a housewarming gift for us. So this was completely no cost to us, and it works absolutely perfect. So you just fill it up with hot water before you leave the house if you know baby is going to eat soon. And it stays super hot for a pretty long time, or you can like throw the bottle in there already. Sometimes we just leave the hot water without the milk in it, and then it's still hot like an hour later, and then when we know she's starting to get hungry, we throw the milk in. Sometimes in the milk bag, sometimes in the bottle. This is large enough to fit the bottle, but this is amazing. It's easy to carry. You don't need to plug it in. Just fill it with hot water and you are good to go. You don't have to worry about running to the bathroom and crossing your fingers that there's hot water there. I also think it would just be super handy when you're going to the airport on flights, and you can easily just ask one of the flight attendants to fill this up with hot water, and then you can warm baby's milk on the plane without having to worry about plugging anything in. If you didn't know, the outlets on planes, obviously, well, probably not obviously, but they don't have as much power as the regular outlets you have around your house. So even if you did have one that could like plug in, I don't know if that would even be safe to do on a plane with a portable bottle warmer. But even if it was safe to do, it would probably warm it up very slowly. So a super large thermos that's big enough to fit your bottle works perfectly. Okay, the next item, if you've been doing your research before baby arrives and you're trying to figure out what you need for your first baby, you've probably come across this. It is the nose Rita. And I know it looks a little sketch. When I first saw it, I was like, no, I don't I don't know what that is, and I don't think I would want to do it. Daniel can do it. This is a snot sucker, but it has such good reviews and it really, really, truly does work. So we've actually had to use this the past few days because our daughter did have a little cold and it made me so, so sad. But it works, you guys. So this is what it looks like. This blue tube is where all the snot goes in. So no, it doesn't go all the way to you, but you just put this little tip right at the tip of their nostril. You don't shove it all the way in. You just stick it in the little tip. This red is where you put your mouth, and then you suck gently, and then it sucks all the snot out of their nose. And no, it doesn't go into the tube. There's actually a little filter in here, and it comes with a separate pack of filters. I don't have that out, but this is a new one. Just these little blue filters, and you can stick it in. This is super, super easy to assemble and take apart, so it's really, really easy for cleaning, which I personally love. You know those old school ones, the bulbs? You probably got one at the hospital when you had your baby, or you will be getting one at the hospital when you have your baby, but those are like the old school version of this, and I love this so much better because of the clear tube, and you can actually see the snot going inside, which is good to see that it's working, and also good to see that it's clean after you've cleaned it, whereas the bulb, you're kind of just hoping for the best. I don't even know how many times you're able to reuse that, or even if you are able to reuse that, but I feel like that would be terrible for the environment if you're only supposed to use those once. So invest in the nose Rita. But anyways, I think I started saying it, and I got sidetracked. But I was reading in this article about the bulbs that someone made a comment like, oh my god, those things feel like it is sucking your brains out through your nose. So I don't know if like an adult did it on themselves. Honestly, I considered doing it before because I feel like I have this like constant sniffle no matter what. Haven't tried it, but maybe I'll record it for you guys if I do end up doing it to myself. So I read that after I had used this once already, and I remember the first time I used this on Layla, and I did suck really hard, and her eyes got like so wide, and she was like, what are you doing to me? Like, what is happening right now? And it was so funny, but I felt so bad at the same time, and then I felt even worse when I read that article later. So you definitely don't have to suck on it so hard, just a little bit, and you can still see the snot coming out. And then I kind of do like a little vacuum, like a vacuum motion, and get all the snot that ends up like kind of around her nostril, and just clean it up a little bit. So nose Rita, I know it looks a little sketch, but it is so worth the buy. And I don't know, this was actually a baby shower gift, so I don't know if they all come in these little packages like this. But what it also came with is this bad boy, the Windy. So I have yet to use this. I am crossing my fingers that I never will have to, because it makes me nervous. So let me read the instructions to you. This is not one of the items, by the way, because obviously, like I said, I haven't used it. I'm just letting you know that it came in the little package. So you massage the belly gently towards the baby's bottom. You lubricate the Windy tip. Lift the legs and have a diaper ready. And trust us, it could get messy. And then you gently insert the Windy, which looks like this. You insert it into the rectum, like a rectal thermometer, and you listen for a whistle, which is all the gas that's passing through baby. And if we really, really had to, if we thought that she was so uncomfortable because of gas, obviously I would do anything for her, but I would probably let Daniel do the honors, because I don't know, it makes me nervous, but I just thought I'd share because it was kind of funny. The Windy. So these are by Frida Baby. Everything I'm going to be talking about in this video, I'm going to link down below. So the third item I'm going to be talking about is, am I holding it right? This night light. You guys, Eufy, I'm pretty sure you're pronouncing it Eufy. Eufy? Yufi just sounds right, right? These are night lights Daniel purchased off Amazon. I think it came in a pack of 4. It's when we first moved into this house, it was pitch black at night. I'm not even exaggerating. There was no ambient lights filtering in from the outsides because there's barely any street lights outside. Plus we live in a cul-de-sac, so even if there was a lot of street lights, like we're far from the actual street. So it's pitch black in this house without these night lights. So we have one in our room, in baby's room, in the kitchen, and in the hallway, because she does still wake up a couple times a night to eat, and it is the worst when you have to get baby. Obviously, I'm not gonna try to navigate my way through the house in pitch black while carrying her, and I don't want to accidentally bump her into anything or like trip over anything and then fall with her. So I would have to like turn on the light and then risk waking her up with this really, really bright, you know, the regular lights in the room. So we needed to order night lights ASAP, and we love these. These are actually light censored, so you don't have to worry about turning them off and on, or like putting them on a timer. And because they are censored, they turn on automatically, but even if there is like a little bit of ambient light still, it just doesn't shine as bright. So these are awesome. Really, really love them. I highly suggest this particular one. Again, I'll go ahead and link that below as well. Okay, so I'm standing for this because now I'm going to talk to you about baby carriers. So I started with a sling that my aunt gave me, which was okay when she was little. And then I also had the baby Catan, which again was okay when she was little. The baby Catan, it's like 3 separate pieces, and they're like loops. There's 2 interlocked loops and then a separate piece. I don't know if you've seen it, but I loved that when she was small, because when we did go out with her, like she could just be nestled in a little ball, like right against my chest, and feel really cozy and comfortable. But it was a lot to put on. You'd have to put both of the loops over your head, then over your arms, then one down to your waist, then put baby on, then bring the other one back up, and then put that extra. It was just a lot. So this was actually the one Daniel picked up for himself. This is the baby Bjorn. And this, I read, is one of the top 2 rated baby carriers right now. I can't recall what the other one was that was one of the best rated. So this one and another one, and it really is amazing. I would highly, highly suggest getting the baby Bjorn if you're still debating which kind of baby carrier to get. This is super easy, super lightweight. You can do it with one hand. You don't need help. So let me show you what it looks like. So there's 2 pieces, but we keep it always attached. And then this is where we attach it. So on each side, it attaches in 3 different places. This is one of them. And then there's this bar, and then another little clicky one. And then it has these straps that cross in your back, so you just wear it like a backpack. Let me just put this on for you guys and just show you how easy it really is. Again, we always keep it attached in this one spot, and then you just throw on these straps like you would a regular backpack. Super easy. And then you take the other side and then attach it like so. Super easy, just click it in. The back, you can adjust to where this falls on your back so it's more comfortable for you. And then there's these 2 bars, and it's color coordinated. As you can see, there's a red side and a blue side. I just stick one bar in and then take baby, put her in, and then put the blue side on while she's in there. And then depending on if she's facing you or if she's facing away or he, you can either have this up if they're facing you or put this down if they're facing away. So obviously it's not in their face, but all you have to do is just click this on. Super, super, super simple. I take this with me everywhere. I can easily do this While I'm carrying baby, I don't have to ask anyone to hold her for me or help me adjust anything. You can pull these straps to make it a little bit tighter, loosen it really, really easily. Again, you can adjust the little cross on the back. Okay, so now let's pretend that we're taking baby out. You just push these buttons to snap it off. Push the button on the inside to pull this off. Take baby out. And then you can unbuckle this part. And then just take this off. Obviously switch arms with baby. And then take this off and toss it to the side. And you're done. Super easy. I highly, highly, highly recommend the baby Bjorn. Again, when they're smaller, I did like the cloth ones, like the baby Catan. I'll link that below if I can find it. But that right now is just lifesaver. Okay, so we've moved locations for the last item because obviously it's bath related. I'm actually a little bit nervous because I sprayed a spider earlier and it was up on the ceiling, and I sprayed it with Raid and it fell, and I have no idea where it went or if it's still alive, and that thing was ginormous. So I really, really hope it doesn't creep up on me, but I wanted to get this video done. So anyways, baby needs a bath. This is what we started out with, this cute little whale water scooper pour thingamajig that we found at Target. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but on one of our trips to Bye Bye Baby, and this just happened by chance, we weren't even searching for this, I actually found it on clearance. This Rinse Ace, it's wet because I just gave baby a bath a little while ago. But this is the Rinse Ace bath hose for baby, but it's amazing. Serious game changer, you guys. You have to get one of these, especially if you were in my situation. So this faucet, legit, like, it had the worst water pressure, and we had the plumber come over, and I was trying to see if he could increase the water pressure because it literally took so long to fill this up. We'd just be sitting there worrying about Layla getting cold while she's just sitting there without water being like constantly poured on her. Take forever to fill this up, dump it out right away, and goes by in like a couple seconds. Then I have to sit there and do it all over again and wait for so long all over again. And then so we had the plumber come by, and I asked him to increase the water pressure if he could on this, but he was saying that for some reason, like, he wasn't able to do it, and he was like, that kind of looks like a faucet that's supposed to be for a sink, so maybe that's why. And then I was like, okay, well, that sucks, so that's just my life. But so when we came across this, I was like, oh my god, we need to get that. So we got it, and it comes with this adapter to fit on any sink, any faucet, and amazingly it did increase the water pressure, so it's not just like little trickles, and I'm waiting forever to get baby clean. But it also comes with 3 different settings. There's one that sprays a little bit less, there's one that's more like spread out, and then there's one that's more concentrated. And then this little blue lever here can adjust the pressure that the water is coming out at, which is really awesome. So I have it on full blast when I'm filling up the tub, and then when I'm actually spraying her, I kind of lighten it up a little bit. This is seriously, it's life-changing, and you need to treat yourself and just make your life easier. Get one of these bad boys and say goodbye to this cute little scooper thing. And while we're here at the bath, I wasn't even going to include this in the video, but get yourself one of these elbow and knee pads. There's a matching knee pad that I'm sitting on now. Do your body the favor and get yourself a bath pad. This is from Bath Life. You can put like your shampoos or your toys in these pockets. I personally haven't made use of the pockets, but this is just super great to have. Anyways, that was it. That was all 5 items that I am talking about in this video today. These, I feel like, are by no means like luxury items. With today's technology these days, there are probably millions of different baby products out in the market right now, and a lot of them that just seem like, why would I ever need that? But seriously, you guys, you need these items that I'm sharing with you. So do yourself the favor, do your baby the favor. Obviously, if your life is easier, that means you're happier. Babies can feel your vibe, the babies will be happier, and life will just be so much smoother if you help yourself out and get yourself everything that I mentioned in this video. But thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to be constantly doing this as she gets older and we come across more items and develop other tricks that really help us out as parents that I would love to share with you. Leave a comment below if you have any questions about the items that I use, or you can let me know what your favorite items are. And obviously, I'm still a new parent. I'm still trying to figure things out too. So if you have items that you highly suggest for me to get, I would love to hear them. So go ahead and leave me a comment below with those. And other than that, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!